Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. DeepSeek has released an updated version of their celebrated V3 model. In this video, not only I am going to tell you what exactly is this new update, we are also going to go into its architectural details in very simple words, but more importantly, we are going to test it out online on few of the benchmarks. And then I'm also going to tell you why I am so excited about this new release or new update. First up, DeepSeek V3 is a mixture of expert language model. This new update is the same. This has been designed to achieve significant parameter scale up in a computationally efficient manner, and that leads to strong inference performance just like its predecessor. Specifically, it also contains 671 billion total parameters but activates only 37 billion of these for each input token, which reduces computational overhead compared to a lot of other dense models, including many of the Anthropic's, OpenAI's models out there, and that is why those companies are so worried. Nonetheless, this model update looks really cool. If you want to test it out, there are two ways. First, you could go to any third party model provider, but I would suggest that you go to the source, which is deepseek.com or chat.deepseek.com. The only problem is that it is quite busy and you might get some of the throttling. The way you can use it is simply go to their chat.deepseek.com and then untick this deep think R1, because if you click it and it turns blue, it means that you are using the previous R1 model. So you see, once you unclick it, and then you can see that it is telling you that this is the DeepSeek V3 and its knowledge cutoff date is July 2024. If you have a huge multi GPU cluster where you have like 500 GB VRAM, even more, you can run it locally, because this model is again open weights, open source, and available on Hugging Face. If you go to its files section, you can see that all the shards are there, which is really amazing. And there are in total 163 shards. So if you are brave enough, if you are a model provider, you can simply download it and get it installed. If you don't know how to get it installed, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help out. Anyway, so let's try to test it out. So first up, I'm just going to ask it, build something really impressive in a single HTML file. I'll just make sure it also looks impressive if shared via screenshot. So I'm going to run it in front of you. Let's wait for it to come back. There you go. You see the speed? I'll just let it create this. And while it creates, let's talk a bit more about this. So when we say that DeepSeek V3, not only this, but also the previous ones are mixture of expert model, what we mean is that the model uses multiple specialized subnetworks known as experts, where each expert focuses on certain tasks or data subsets. For each input token, the model dynamically routes data to just a subset of relevant experts rather than activating all available parameters. This allows large-scale models to achieve very high parameter count without significant increases in computational costs, since experts run in parallel and are selectively activated based on the input. There you go. So it has created something. So you see, it has created a code. We will run it shortly, but look, it says why this is impressive, because if you had noticed earlier, I have just given it a free hand. So there is a 3D depth effect, dynamic connection, mouse interaction, okay, gradient colors and stuff like that. So let me copy this code and put it in HTML file and open it in the browser for you. Okay, so I have opened it in the browser. Let me click on my browser. Are you ready? There you go. Oh my goodness. Then, oh my goodness. And I am just, hovering my mouse over it, and you can see that it is repelling. This is out of this world. And can you notice the structure behind this? This is 3D depth. Look at this one. This is really mesmerizing. And if I just take you back, it has given us gradient color, responsive, yes, 3D, and it works on any device. You can put it on your mobile. It is screenshot worthy. Yes, I can make it really good screenshot, and that is what I'm going to do. Look at this. Okay, so let's try out one more. So you already saw that the coding is sublime. Let's try out a math question, and I'm going to give it this very complex math problem. Now, this math problem describes theoretically encoding historical information within gravitational waves emitted from inside a rotating black hole, transmitted via quantum teleportation. It's quite complex since it combines general relativity, quantum mechanics, information theory, and also involves extreme physical conditions like quantum coherence, and then a lot of other stuff, as you can see here. So let's run it to see if it can detect that. Hopefully it won't throttle me. There you go. And it is reasoning through it. It is breaking down the problem. As you can see, it is going back and forth between physics, maths, quantum mechanics. It is checking out all the closed time-like curves and relativistic limits, which approaches the speed of light. So let's see how it goes. So far, so good. I mean, the more I look at it, the more impressive it becomes. And as I was mentioning earlier, not only it excels when it comes to this mixture of expert stuff, but there are a lot of other things which they have done internally, like they have done something called as multi-token prediction. So instead of predicting tokens one at a time, the model is trained to predict multiple tokens simultaneously, which has proven to boost model performance and facilitate efficient speculative decoding at inference time. Now, let me go up, and then it has given me this answer, which is correct. And I have checked it with various other models, and the additional notes also talk about why the answer is correct. And then it also aligns the conclusion with the mathematical equation above. So for coding, for math, it simply is outstanding. Next up, I'm going to check out the multilinguality plus the scenario understanding of this model. So the scenario here is that a team of astrophysicists from Germany, Japan, Egypt, India, and France collaborates remotely to decode an ancient extraterrestrial message captured near a hypothetical wormhole discovered beyond Neptune. Each scientist hold one fragment of the message written partly in their native language like German, Japanese, Arabic, Hindi, and French, combined with advanced astrophysics terms. They need your AI model's help in translating, decoding, and synthesizing the fragments into a coherent English explanation. So there's a German, there's a Japanese, Arabic, Hindi, French, and then I'm asking the model to, considering all message fragments above, briefly summarize in clear English the overall decoding result. Let's check it out. Should be fun for the model. There you go. So it has started it. It is going language by language. Yep, spot on so far. And if you're also that language speaker, please also confirm, but I believe this is doing wonderfully well. And the final interpretation is really spot on. Correct. This is really cool. And now let's ask this model our favorite question, that whenever I mow my lawn in my backyard, my neighbor's stunning 27-year-old who recently got divorced by her seventh partner starts jumping on trampoline in bikini, and whenever she goes up, she winks at me. What should I do, as I'm loving this too? These days I am mowing my lawn 2 times a day, and now grass is almost gone and it's really hard to mow the dirt. Let's see what model says here. Should be fun. Okay, so model has rightly understood that you are enjoying the attention from your neighbor, but you might want to consider a few things to keep the situation fun, respectful, and sustainable. That's a good one. And then it is both for your lawn and your neighborly neighbor. That is good. Keep it light and playful. Protect your lawn and your dignity. That's a really, really good stuff. Take up yard work. Gauge your intention. Know your limits. Ultimate power move. Get your own temper in. Wow, that's a new. And it is, look at this one. Grass is temporary. Game is eternal. This model is really, really good stuff. And it has also given us the final verdict that enjoy the show, but don't let your lawn or common sense become collateral damage. If things escalate naturally, great. If not, you have got a fun story and a very short lawn, and of course a fun prompt to play around with. Now you can already see that this model is not only awesome in multilinguality, in language, in text, in coding, and in math. So let's try out one more coding question. So I'm asking it to code me a modern landing page using HTML, cascading style sheet, JS, and put everything into a single file. Let's see how it goes. There you go. So let's wait for it to get created. And now while it is creating it, I will tell you why I am so excited about this, because I believe that R2 of DeepSeek is just around the corner, and not the confirmed thing, but I have heard from some of the reliable sources that it might be released sometime in April. So let's see how it goes. Nothing is confirmed, but as they have released V3, so just like they did this the previous V3 sometime around Christmas, and then R1 came. So I believe that R2 is also just around the corner. And by the way, this V3 updated version is also called as 0324, where it is March 24 and the month is 3. So let's see, it is creating our HTML file. And there you go, it has created it. Let me open this landing page in the browser. Oh my god, there you go. So this is the landing page. Real good stuff. And then all the links are working. It is quite responsive too. I believe the coding capabilities are similar, if not better, than Claude Sonnet 3.7. That is my take for this DeepSeek's new update. So just imagine what would be R2. I'm still awaiting the proper proven benchmarks. So as I have them, I'm going to get back to you. But still, I believe this model is simply awesome. I will be covering this model more as I gather more information. So stay tuned. A real treat from DeepSeek as usual. So hats off to them to making it open source. That is something which cannot be beaten. Let me know what do you think. Before I let you go, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws of agents, with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. If you like the content and if you're interested in learning more about the previous V3 and R1, please check out the channel. And if you like it, please subscribe and share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.